Folks, welcome back to another episode of Tandatula Bush Bites. This is the second one that we're going to be doing. And I'm going to do it start quite quickly because there's an animal behind me. It's a giraffe. We don't want him to move away while I'm talking. So remember, guys, I get 3 minutes to try and give you as much information as I possibly can. This is going to be completely off the cuff as well because we're actually heading out looking maybe for a tortoise to talk about. But when life hands you a giraffe, you do a bush bites on them, right? Anyway, so let's start the clock now. Right, so the giraffe is obviously the tallest land mammal in the world. Probably the tallest mammal in the world, to be fair, if you would measure a whale up. Anyway, I'm wasting time. But yeah, the tallest mammal in the world. If you have a look at his head there, you can see he's got two little horns that stick out of the top of his head. Those are actually not horns. They're what we call ossicones, quite a specialized type of horn. They do protrude from the skull, so it's bony. But then an ossicone is actually covered by skin and flesh, and then ultimately fur. So that's an ossicone. Remember, horns are bony protrusions that come out of the skull, and then they're covered in keratin, like a keratin sheath. And for all of our northern hemisphere friends, things like antlers are things that grow once a year, and then they shed. So it grows so that the big males can look more impressive, and then they fall off and regrow the next year. Anyway, our giraffe is moving away. Interesting facts, giraffes have a heart that can weigh up to about 13, 14, maybe even 15 kgs. It's one of the biggest hearts on the mammalian menu. So yeah, big heart, obviously to pump all that blood up and down from the bottom of the foot all the way to the top of the head. I mean, some of these big males can get to like 4.5, maybe even 5.5 meters tall. They're huge animals. Anyway, goodbye, buddy. He's moving away, but that's okay. Their patronage, the theory is that, the different spot patronages, obviously, can potentially help in helping to thermoregulate the animal. Just like a zebra stripes might help it. That is still a theory though. Giraffe, when they're born, are one of the largest babies. They can weigh about 80 kgs at birth. So that's about 160, 170 pounds. And when they're born, they can be about 6 feet tall. So huge babies to give birth to. They're incredibly cute. And when you do see a baby giraffe, if it still has its little umbilical cord hanging off of its belly button, you can say that it's probably about 2 weeks old. It usually falls off after about 2 weeks. How much time do I have left? I can't see that. But anyway, they are completely herbivorous animals. They like to feed on things like knobthorn acacias, which are all over the show. There's one there, there's another one here, and they really enjoy it, to a point where they believe to be one of the best pollinators of these particular trees. You know, the knobthorns give off, or acacias in general, give off a beautiful little yellow puff of like a little yellow ball, which is a puff of pollen basically. And as a giraffe feeds on those and the leaves, his little cheeks, his beard, just like mine, gets all covered in that pollen. And then you'll move along to another tree and Bob's your uncle, you get pollination. So yeah, they believe to do that. Their mouth is an incredibly tough design, obviously, because they are eating thorny trees, and they're able to sort of just wrap their tongue around a branch, peel off all the leaves in one foul swoop with all these little hook thorns on there. Their tongue is very tough, it's very leathery, and it's able to withstand that. So their cheeks, they have these little protrusions, almost like little warts, and that helps them keep safe and keep the hard thorns from their delicate mouth. And what else can I tell you? I've got 2 seconds left. I'm out of time, folks, but I hope you enjoyed that. Let me breathe once again, bit of a different format. Usually I can stand up and breathe a bit better. I'm a little bit out of shape, but I'm working on that. Our giraffe has moved away, but yeah, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. 3 minutes, and maybe you know a little bit more about a giraffe. Don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you're looking for. I know there's been a few requests for tracks and things like that, and I think Mr. Dale Jackson, he's quite keen on doing some tracks. So as soon as we get the old bullet back out here in the driver's seats, we'll see if he can show you a sequence of tracks. Maybe we can even get one of the trackers involved for some real in-depth knowledge. But yeah, until the next one, guys, see you soon, and happy festive season to everybody. Bye.